Despo is in the house today. He's a hip hop and rap artist from Graz. He's part of the quite new label Kopf Herz Hand label. In English means head, heart, hand from Graz. Next to him, many more artists are there in the list. For example, Strange, Adam, Atlas of the Alps, and so on. Welcome, Despo.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. We are starting very direct in the interview now. Can you tell us a bit more about your background and how you got into hip hop and rap music?
I got into music probably when I was like 10 years or 11 years old. My father is also a musician in Austria. And it basically started from a very early age. I started playing instruments and started writing a little bit and singing. And when I was about 16, I got my, the general phase, like I don't want to play any instruments anymore. I want to do something cool. So after that, I stopped playing instruments. And then when I was like around 18, basically like 17 or 18, a good friend of mine, whom lived like a quarter an hour away from me in Upper Styria, in a very really small village, and we started making music. We started recording our first track, and we sort of like were like, okay, that's not bad, for for the first track we recorded. It was like there was something there, and so we pretty much kept on doing it. We then moved to Graz, and that's where it basically started. And yeah, that was MDK. Yes, I started out with him.
Can you walk us through your creative process when it comes to writing and producing new songs? How do you create your style?
That's kind of a difficult question, but I'm going to try to answer it. It's just like basically a lot of my writing just comes from a lot of pain, a lot of past pain and painful experiences. Like inspire me to do a lot of things. And I had a lot of rough years, so to say. I had a lot of drugs in my life and a lot of depression. And basically out of that, which is like in society, it's perceived to be a very a negative thing, came really a lot of positive things later on in my life, because it like furthered the process of self-reflection through depression and through hardship. And now it's turned into like a rich well that I can, that I can take my inspiration from.
Are there any upcoming projects or collaborations that you're particularly excited about?
So I'm working on a little bit of more instrumental stuff in the last couple of months. That's really new stuff, and you're probably the first one I talk to about it. But I got some projects that I'm excited about. I'm not gonna reveal too much because they're not really finished yet. But I'm excited to do a lot of music, like in the same kind of direction as the last 3 singles. And I'm very excited for the Moonshiners Festival in summer. It's gonna be in Leutschach. It's gonna be from in July, at the end of July. And there are going to be a lot of popular artists there. It's going to be Greimel and Samurai. It's going to be Rocco von der Tanke. It's going to be Donna Savage. There are a lot of big artists in Austria, and we're very excited to celebrate Austrian hip-hop culture with all of you beautiful people this summer.
How do you see yourself in the future?
How do I see myself in the future? That's a good question. I'm not much of a planner, It just sort of like sometimes like just happens. But I'm definitely gonna keep on pursuing music, and because that's what makes me happy. And I'm probably not gonna stop it ever, and just keep on doing music and just keep on working with friends and good musicians. And yeah, maybe go a little bit more into songwriting and rapping rather than just rapping.
Yeah, thanks, Despo, for the interview.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.